Hello everyone, this is Stephen Adams. I'd like to welcome you back to our second technical indicator video. And today we're going to be talking about Fibonacci lines and extensions. So let's get right into Fibonacci lines and extensions. Fibonacci lines are a technical indicator devised from a ratio devised by Leonardo Fibonacci, an Italian mathematician. The lines, when displayed on a trading chart, give likely support and resistance levels for a stock based on prior price action. So let's say you have a stock in an uptrend and it's hitting prices that it's never seen before. So you have no current resistance levels. When the stock reaches a certain level and begins to retrace, it's difficult to identify any levels that the stock would retrace to because you don't have new support and resistance levels. With Fibonacci lines, we get likely support and resistance levels even though the stock hasn't traded at those levels previously as if they were support or resistance. The golden ratio in Fibonacci lines is the number 1.618. The financial world has taken that number and applied it to Fibonacci lines, which you'll see on a chart in just a minute, and the important percentages derived from the golden ratio are 38.2%, 50%, and 61.8%. Those lines help provide the support and resistance levels at which a stock is likely to trade, even though, as I stated previously, the support and resistance levels have yet to be established. So let's take a look at how Fibonacci lines play out on a stock chart. We're going to start with a daily chart of Intel and draw our Fibonacci lines from the low established in July of 2017 to the high established in June of 2018. So on the left-hand side, we'll open our drawing tool. We'll go down to Fibonacci or Fib retracement. Click that number. Move this out of the way. We're going to place our cursor right at the low and drag up to the high and click there. Now we have our Fibonacci lines. As you can see, the key numbers we talked about, 38.2, 50, and 61.8. As you can see, 61.8% was support in this bullish move on several retracements. So now we're going to pull our chart forward. We can grab this right side of our Fibonacci lines and pull them forward. As long as we keep the top line on the high, the bottom line will stay anchored to the low. And we'll see as the stock has started a retracement, it's pulled back to the 38.2% line, and our next retracement can be expected to go to the 50% line, and that would become a support line, just as the 38.2% line became a support line. You had a slight bounce, and now it's trading around that support line right now. So these are our expected retracements with Fibonacci lines. So now let's take this same chart and go to a monthly range. What we're going to do is place our Fibonacci extensions on this chart as well. So we're going to take the low set in January of 2009. We go over to trend-based Fibonacci extension. Click that. Place our cursor on the low. We're going to pull it up to the high here. Click our cursor. And then we're going to drag the bottom of the Fibonacci extensions down to the first retracement here. And now we can predict where we'll run into resistance if the stock continues up. The 38.2%, which is around 64. The 50% line, which is close to 70. And then finally the 61.8% line, which is around 75. And if you'll note, the 61.8% line is also the high that the stock reached in 2000, just before the dot-com crash. So these lines, even though we don't have current resistance points in the stock, if it continues to move up, these lines will give us projected resistance points that we need to be aware of when we're trading. So that's how Fibonacci lines can give us retracement levels for a stock that's in a bullish pattern, as well as projected price levels of both support and resistance for a stock that's in a bullish pattern and reaching new highs either not seen or not seen in several years. As I said earlier, Fibonacci lines and extensions can be used in any time frame, so we can take those same lines, the way we just drew on the daily and monthly chart, and apply those to an hourly and a minute chart. Thanks for watching this video on Fibonacci lines and extensions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.